years, I have been predicting that soon in the Supreme Court, there were going to be these two head-on-head locomotives that were just coming at each other, and there was nothing going to break the speed. And what was going to happen was, at some point, one of them was going to bounce the other one off the track. And these would be the two groups. All of the people that have been seeking sincere practice of their faith as it regards to sexual immorality and what makes up proper sexual practice according to their faith. All the faiths, by the way, address sexual practice. Judaism, Islam, Christianity, they all say there are forms of sex that are moral and there are forms of sex that are immoral. It is a very recent notion by only a very small portion of people that believe that there's no rules at all to sex, that there's no moral guidance on it at all. And one of those groups that holds that belief are all of the LGBTQ people. They think, there's no rules here, we can just do whatever we want. And nobody's really keeping them from doing whatever they want. But the problem was, they didn't just want to do what they wanted. They wanted to put what they believed on everybody else and make everybody else act as though they believe it too. This is why they've been working the court systems and manipulating the laws and making the case for all these years that they have to be allowed to not just do what they want to do with whoever they want to do it with. They have to make sure that you like it and that you say out loud that you approve of it. So whether it's adultery or lesbianism or transgenderism or whatever, this is how that group of people have been approaching that subject for the last couple of decades. And I've been saying these two forces are going to meet head on at some point, and they did in the Supreme Court this year, and they decided on it just yesterday, day before yesterday. And it's this: between the choice of letting people do sexually whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, with whoever they want to do it, giving them preference over people that practice sincere faith and have for decades and centuries, that when those two things are in conflict right now, the tie is going to go to the people that practice faith, which is basically how our founders drew up our founding documents. That the free practice of one's faith is something that cannot be infringed upon, limited, et cetera, et cetera. And even though this group that wants to do whatever they want to do with whoever they want to do it, whenever they want, even mutilate their own body in the process, that part of life is not part of the founding principles of the country. No one's telling them they can't do whatever they want to do, but it's not a founding principle. The right to free speech, the right to assembly, the right to practice your faith, these things are core principles.